we've got a wide range of needs in my class. I've got one child who didn't speak at all at the start of the year because he is a selective mute. So building on from him at the start of the year, even when we did the workshops and we looked at growth mindset, for him, when we went and started doing the activities, his focus was just to read one sentence from the book, which he managed to do, which is a huge jump from where he was before.
So the idea is just to try and create an inclusive, supportive environment where children can learn from their mistakes instead of feeling annoyed or upset or angry. See challenges as positive and try and overcome them together.
It's important not to give up because then you'll never know if you can do it or not.
Dundee is one of the Scottish Attainment Challenge local authorities, and we've been involved with the Attainment Challenge since its launch a number of years ago now. For us and for our educators, our teachers, our colleagues in schools, it's about helping them to understand, and especially to help our children and our families understand, that it's not always or indeed ever our ability that holds us back from fulfilling our potential. Sometimes it's what we hold inside our own heads.
Handwriting wasn't neat enough, so I had to keep on writing it over and over again.
We're going to give them learning between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset.
I think on his work it said, well done for not giving up, because that's the day after we did growth mindset.
When we did a series of assessments throughout the whole school, we identified that one of our year groups had a significant dip in their numeracy results. Further observations and assessment showed that not only was there gaps in their learning, but there was quite a lot of there was a lack of confidence and self-belief that a lot of these children were identifying, particularly in their attitudes towards numeracy.
We noticed that they were generally giving up. So if they were given something that they thought, no, this is too tricky or too challenging, then they either wouldn't attempt it, or they would get really worked up, get really stressed out that they didn't think they were getting the answers right all the time.
So if you've got a fixed mindset, you've got like a non-colourful and it's all grey and sad. But when you've got a growth mindset, your brain's all nice and colourful.
To begin with, to demonstrate the learning of the growth mindset, it was more lessons focused on a growth mindset, so teaching them about the language they can use. We looked at the learning pit, we looked at phrases that they came up with themselves. Instead of saying this, I can say this, or working with each other. So instead of saying, I can't do this, I can't do this yet. So it was general lessons on a growth mindset.
I think probably what's most useful is when I see that if staff have a belief in anything, if you're trying to teach something to children, you've got to believe in it first and foremost. And if we can have staff showing that they're approaching their daily life at school with a growth mindset, if they're bringing it to all the lessons that they do, it's going to build a positive energy throughout the school. So using that story, you then say to the boys and girls, well, do any of you want to try and do something or try and learn something? And so they'll say, well, I'd like to ride my bike, or I'd like to swim without armbands. And you say, well, that's one of your growers at the moment, because you're not quite roaring, but you're growling. It's because you're working towards, you're trying and you're keeping going and you're persevering, and then once they can ride the bike without the stabilisers or swim without the armbands, then that's them, that can be their roar.
We looked at what were now the fourth year boys they were away to be, and we'd had a number of issues with them throughout third year. As a deputy within the school, I really knew the issues that were also happening out with the school, so there was a lot of problems within the community, and we were trying to kind of triangulate what was going on at home, within the community and at school, and try and see if we could have an impact on that.
The difference it made to me in maths was after it, like, I actually started to try and do maths, but whereas before I wouldn't even turn up. And then now I've realised that, like, if I actually try and put my mind, and if I keep going, I can finally get it.
But we realised that what the project had done is actually created a level of emotional intelligence. They were able to connect with us now in a way that they felt comfortable and safe to do that. So that was one of the key defining moments when they then opened up about how they felt.
I wasn't like where I am now, just in my head. I was just thinking, like, I'm just going to leave school and then just focus on doing like construction. After Keith, I was thinking, like, well, I'll stay on at school, I could do better at school than what I'm doing now. I don't need to go to college now, I could just go to college next year or whatever.
I would say growth mindset has made the biggest difference that we've ever had to our school. In the 10 years that we've been here, it's actually shifted the mindset of people, both pupils and staff alike, that we actually thought were forever fixed.
I wanted to be a joiner, but now I didn't think I'd be able to get higher English to be a PE teacher, but that's what I wanted to do. But no, I think I'll be able to get the higher English if I just try hard. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Well, I used to think people are naturally just good at things, but I didn't know you had to work hard to get where you want to be, and I'm working harder now than what I was.
I got to go into classes and support kids, and I got a sort of a different insight to probably anybody else that's did this course in this school. I feel like the staff really bought into it, and when everybody's singing off the same hymn sheet, then the kids are hearing the same message day in, day out, and that's very, very important. And that changes, you can't do it by one or two people, it has to be everybody's buy-in, and once that happened, I feel like the kids then goes, right, this is what life is now, so let's go for it.